Hello everyone and welcome to the first live art mini of 2021. I'm Amanda Joy Denowitz. I am the art education coordinator here at InsideOut Studio, and I'm so excited to be back with you again. And today I have with me Christina, and we are going to be talking about an artist named Kara Walker, and specifically about her artwork featuring silhouettes. And first we want to say thank you to our sponsor. Thank you, Sherry Armstead from Symmetry Boutique and Gallery. This program was made possible with her support. Stop in the store to register to win 21% off every purchase for all of 2021. It's like getting their employee discount, but better. Register to win by making a purchase between January 2021 and February 13th, 2021. Shop often to increase your chances. One entry per day with purchase. Winners announced February 14th, 2021. So stop in Symmetry Boutique and Gallery for that special offer. All right, so as you probably know, February is African American History Month. And to honor that here at the studio, we are going to be featuring a different famous Black artist each week on Live Art Mini. And as Christina said, we're going to be talking about silhouettes made by Kara Walker. So Kara Walker, this is a picture of Kara Walker. She was born in California in 1969. She self-describes her artwork as funny, but she actually deals with some really serious subjects, including feminism, stereotypes, and the experiences of African American people. We will specifically be talking about her body of work featuring silhouettes and how she uses silhouettes to create a story. And if you're not familiar with the term, a silhouette is an image of a person, an animal, or an object or scene represented as a solid shape of a single color, usually black, with its edges matching the outline of the subject. The interior of the silhouette is usually featureless, and the silhouette is usually represented on a light background, usually white or none at all. So as we see in this image here, there are black figures on a white background, and the interactions between those are creating a story, which is really important to Kara Walker's work. And in that story is where she brings in those themes that are really important to her artwork. And Christina wants to know,
has anyone created silhouettes artwork? Tell us about it in the comments.
Yes, tell us in the comments if you yourself have ever made artwork featuring silhouettes. I know I remember when I was in school, we did a similar project that we're going to do today using lights. So we'd love to hear about it if anybody has done anything similar to that before. All right, so thank you, Christina. Now we can have Megan, come on down. So just to show you some more of Kara Walker's artwork, and we just wanted to give a shout out to Devin. We're so glad you're watching. We definitely miss you here in the studio. So again, with Kara Walker's artwork, you can see here in this image, the figures, there's two figures that are about to kiss. So the interaction between those two figures is kind of telling us a story of what's happening between them. Kara Walker also uses a lot of mystery in her artwork. We're not sure exactly what's happening in some of these scenes. Here's another image of her artwork. It's, like I said, there's a lot of mystery, there's some spectacle, and also silhouettes tell us who a person is only based on their facial features. So ultimately, that is forcing us to use stereotypes to identify people. And Kara Walker is using this to question the way we all use stereotypes to assess other people. So just like Kara Walker is creating stories in these silhouettes, today we here at InsideOut Studio, we came up with our own story, which we have kind of started behind us. We started this story with silhouettes using artists in the studio, and we're going to continue that. But first, before we tell you about our story, Megan is going to tell us about some of the supplies we're using to create this mural project. Take it away.
Here are the supplies you'll need to do this at home. You'll need a spotlight or any bright light. And then to trace it, you'll need a pencil. And then to paint it in, we're using black, but you can use any color.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan. That is perfect. So as you can see in the background here, we have the story has begun. So we have some characters that are starting to interact. And Cassie, if you want to come on down, Cassie is going to tell you a little bit more about the story that we have come up with and created. We all worked together as in the studio, the artist and myself, to come up with what we thought could be happening between the figures that we're tracing on the wall. So Cassie is going to tell you a little bit about the figures we have here and what they're going to tell us.
There was a guy who was sad. His friend tried to help him. So they went on a picnic and
They broke
broke out in a happy dance.
Awesome. Great job, Cassie. So like Cassie said, the beginning of our story, if you want to point out the first two characters we have cast. So we have a guy who's got his head down, he's looking kind of sad, and then the artist have decided that the person who's next is come up to him and trying to give him some nice healing energy. So then they decided to go on a picnic, and then they break out in a happy dance. So that was the story we came up with today with a really creative artist, and we're going to show you how this process continues and how we paint it on the wall. And just a disclaimer, if you're going to paint on a wall at your house, you've got to make sure you get permission. We have permission, and we're actually in the hallway here at InsideOut Studio, a place that you probably don't normally get to see very often. So we're going to show you how this process goes. So Christina and Dwayne, if you want to come on down. Okay, so Christina's going to start by filling in. Then we're going to get Dwayne traced. So here's your paintbrush. You want to start filling in and staying in those lines. Okay. And then I'm going to use this pencil, and we're going to get Dwayne traced. So Dwayne, you're the final piece of the story, right? Where they break out into a happy dance. So we want to see you in your happy dance. All right. You want to step this way for me just a bit. Wait, go back. One step this way. Okay, reach those arms up. Let's see if I can reach that high. All right, hold it right there, okay? So I'm going to trace the shadow that Dwayne is making on the wall. Keep those arms really still there, Dwayne. Right there. Perfect. Keep that arm there. Awesome. And move your arm a bit. All right. A little better. Stay right where you are there, Dwayne. Keep it frozen. Okay. This arm right here. Awesome. So we're going to keep tracing Dwayne. Hold his hand up. Yep. Excellent. Put your fingers. So above right here. Arm right there. You doing all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to bend your elbow. Put your hand. All right. Right up here, a little higher. Okay, hold it right there. have you come back down just a little bit. You can head on in. Excellent. So, let's see if you can see that. So Dwayne can't quite see it on the camera yet. I'm gonna outline it in some black paint, and then we're gonna continue with some artists filling in. Christina, how are you doing?
Good.
Looking great.
Thanks.
Okay. So I also want to talk about, here at InsideOut Studio, we've actually done quite a few mural projects similar to this. We've done corporate projects with companies doing murals in their lobbies and spaces like that. We love to do projects like that, so our artists are pretty familiar with murals. So we just thought we'd take the opportunity to create our own little mural in this space. So I'm going to start the outline here, and then we have one of our artists come in and fill it in. Check on our We also want to say hello to Thomas Berry and Sarah Roach are watching. Sarah is a board member. Hello, Sarah. All right. That's looking great, Christina.
Thank you.
I always like to start with seeing an outline and then filling in. That feels like an approachable way to do it. So once I get this outline piece in, I'm doing a happy dance, and then we'll keep working on the inside. Starting to come alive. So I do want to say that the process we're using to make our silhouettes is not exactly the way that Kara Walker, the artist that we started with, does hers. She does hers the traditional way, which is with cut paper. So she would draw her silhouettes on black paper and cut them out and paste them to the wall. And that is the traditional way to do it. We thought we would take a little bit more lively approach and trace our selves, but still keeping in the theme of Kara Walker using silhouettes to tell stories. And there's also a pretty rich history of silhouettes in something called shadow theater. So people have used these kind of outline figures to tell stories for a very long time. Lots of different cultures have used shadow theater. Has anybody, I have a question for our audience, if anybody has ever traced their silhouette like in sidewalk chalk with the sun. That is a really fun activity to do, and could even, sometimes the sun will give you make you look taller than you actually are, but that is a pretty fun project to do at home as well. Goodness. And how's more, Christina?
Good. I'm doing great.
You're doing a very nice job.
Thanks.
All right. So we got Dwayne's happy dance thrown on here. All right, and then we're gonna have another artist come in and start filling in. First, we're gonna do Rebecca. You wanna start filling in this one? Here's a link for you. Here is Rich. We're gonna fill in this in between those lines there to make our silhouette. We grab some tape. We also want to say hello to Sarah, who says hi to us. She says, this is exciting. Thanks for sharing. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Sarah. All right, I'm going to do this on an outline here. Looking good, Rebecca. Take their time there. Nice long brushes. Yep. Hand part. Okay, you can do this part and I'll grab that hand for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to work on this part here. So we'd love to see if anybody works on silhouette projects at home. We would love to see pictures of those. Rebecca, do you like to work and talk at the same time?
I can do both.
You can do both. Do you want to tell us about any projects that you were working on today?
I was working on two umbrella-shaped rain dishes.
2 umbrella-shaped rain dishes. I love it. Perfect time for spring.
And
And a mini pie plate in the shape of a heart. That sounds great. Just in time for Valentine's Day and spring. Yeah. Christina, do you want to tell us about what you were working on today?
I made a nightlight,
A nightlight?
owl nightlight.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like it.
An owl nightlight? What that? You're doing great. We got Josephine's silhouette over here in her power chair, eating a sandwich on this picnic for this story. And our first 2 silhouettes are David Smith and Tiffany, were the first ones of the project down here. We worked on those yesterday. Awesome. Excellent job, ladies. Thank you, Devin. Devin says, great job. We appreciate it. Devin, have you been making any artwork lately? Dwayne. And like Christina said, if anybody's ever done any kind of silhouette artwork, we would love to hear about that too. And then don't forget, we have an online store that you all can shop in. It's InsideOutStudioArt.com. You can also stop in the store. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4 p.m. And we also do pickups if you order online or we can ship. Awesome. Great job, Rebecca. Great job, Christina.
Thank you.
I'll take that. Okay, you can head back in. And we'll have Cassie come on down to do our final fill-in. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Awesome. Devin's saying that she hasn't been working at home, but she's been working on some paintings at her new group home. That's awesome. Here you go, Cass. You grab that one. Yep. Sorry, I got a bunch of stuff in my hands. Okay. So this one right here. Yep. Nope, you're good. I'm doing some work. You need some more paint in there. So one thing I will say, we don't want to paint this end. This is a negative space, so paint around here and all this. Do you want me to have work on this part here?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And then Cassie, if you like to let's walk and talk. And work and talk. You want to tell Facebook what you've been working on today in the studio?
I've been painting with flowers.
Painting flowers. Awesome. And then you are also working on a sample for next week's live art meeting, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So we'll see Cassie's picture for next week's live art meeting. We'll get the save the date out for that soon. Our silhouette story is starting to come to life. Good work, Cass. Awesome. And then we just want to take a second again to say thank you to our sponsor, Sherry Armstead at Symmetry Boutique and Gallery. She has made this program possible with her very generous support, and we really, really appreciate it. And we hope that you stop in Symmetry and take a look around. They've got some really great gifts and things there. On a slow day, it's a great thing to do. Check out some artwork and gifts there at Symmetry Gallery. All right, it's really starting to come together here. Got a few minutes left. Look at this. Story. light and silhouettes in grade school. I remember that was a fun project. Definitely something fun. You could always attach some paper to the wall, which is how we started this project originally. We did our sample. We just put some, instead of painting on the wall, we put some paper on the wall and drew on that. Looking good, Chris.
I think Jonathan's listening too.
With that,
Jonathan?
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Hello to Jonathan if you're watching. When you have a big area like this, this is when you get your big paintbrushes out. And you can make big, wide strokes.
How long down?
You're doing a great job, Bessie. Perfect. Bringing it to life.
Jonathan did good.
Yeah. Got some Josephine's outline here. All right, almost done with that. Perfect. We also wanted, what's that?
Got it.
Beautiful, good job, Cass. We also wanted to say hello to Shelly Bennett. Hello, Shelly. Thanks for watching. Awesome, good job, Cass. We can set that stuff down on that cart right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And once again, we want to say thank you to Symmetry Boutique and Gallery. We really appreciate the support. And Dwayne Sparks has one final message for us. So Dwayne, if you want to come on down. Awesome, so you can see it come alive. Look, you're painted in. Look at that. Isn't that nice? What do you think, Dwayne?
Looking good.
You get a 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
All right. So Dwayne has one final message for us. Take it away, Dwayne.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Stop by the studio. We can give you a little sneak peek of this mural in person. We hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching.
Have a good day.